What I'm coming to realize is that it's really important to figure out what it is that you're looking for in relationships. Because just because you and somebody are on the same boat does not mean you guys have the same intentions. It does not mean that your perception of their words and actions, we hear everything through our lens. So when we listen to what people have to say, we receive it with the intention of what we want to hear. So oftentimes we mislead ourselves by hearing what somebody says through the lens of what our perspective is, and then think that we're on the same page with them. So something that I have experienced is somebody being in a position to say they are ready to be in a relationship, or they are moving forward with doing all the things that suggests that they are ready for a relationship, that they want a relationship, does not mean that they are prepared for you. It means they're prepared to be in a relationship with anybody that they can morph into what they're looking for, as opposed to being appreciative of who you already are. So getting attached to somebody, or them seeming to be attached to you, does not necessarily mean that they're attached to you. It means they're attached to the process that they've committed to. So I'm in the process of I'm in the process of wanting to be in a relationship. So when I meet you, we have initial chemistry. I go head first. I go full force, and then while we're in the midst of the relationship, you realize that one party, I'm going to use myself as the example. So say I'm at a position where I'm looking for my person. I'm looking for the person who is aligned, designed, and in the will of God for me. So that's what I'm looking for. Coming in contact with somebody who is ready to be in a relationship but not sure of what they're looking for, then they will, you are the so you're the template, and then they'll see how they can get to refine you into what they think they want, as opposed to being intentional about getting to know who you are, to know from the beginning that this is not going to work. But because my intention is to try to find my person, I'm giving you room to be yourself. I'm giving you room to fall in love with who you actually are, while your only intentions are to see how I can sift through and take away and build a beer. There's the word that I want to look for. So beware, and I'm speaking to both male and female here, because some women do the same thing, some men do the same thing. They're not sure exactly what they're looking for, but then when they meet the person, they start picking them apart. And then every little thing becomes a challenge. But because the initial conversation was, yes, we're both ready for this, yes, I'm ready to put in the work, but what you consider putting in the work and what they consider putting in the work may be two very different things. They're willing to put in the work to sift you and tear you apart. You're ready to put in the work to see how we align and how we work together. And that can be when somebody's looking for a person, is very different from somebody who's looking for their person. Somebody who's looking for a person can connect very quickly to anybody that seems like this could be a potential, as opposed to somebody who's looking for their person. They know exactly what they're looking for, and they know what they're not looking for, and that helps them to sift out things really quickly. Where the challenge comes in is when the other person then listens to what you have to say, pretends to be that long enough to get you involved emotionally, then they come in and start picking you to pieces. And that's where the challenge happens a lot of times, because people know they just know they don't want to be alone. They just know they don't want to not have somebody, and the older they get, they're like, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be able, if something happens to me or if I get sick, I need somebody around. But they're not thinking about, do we even align? Am I even here? What can I bring to benefit your life? What are you bringing to benefit my life? How are we pouring into each other? The thought process is purely selfish. It's just, I'm getting older, I don't like being alone, I don't want to do life by myself, I need the convenience of a steady sexual partner. These are all the things that they're thinking about when they think I need a relationship. When, if your intentions are to be in a genuine relationship, your thought process must be, am I putting in the work to be the best version of myself so that I can show up fully for somebody who aligns with me? What does alignment mean? It means it's not just about the same beliefs, but how do our lines intertwine? How do our lives intertwine? Are we going in the same direction? Do we have the same goals? Am I beneficial for you in the sense that I bring out the best in you and my intentions are the best for you? Or am I, and is the other person the same thought process? When I'm around you, pick up the energy. Am I forcing myself to be in your presence because I just don't want to be alone? Or when I get in your presence, is my nervous system regulated? Am I do I trust your intentions for me? Can I trust that you have my best interest at heart? Can I trust that I have your best interest at heart? Am I excited about pouring into you? Are you excited about pouring into me? Is our vision going in the same direction? Am I willing to come alongside the vision that you have? Are you willing to partner with the vision that I have? Those are the things that we need to be looking for. It can't just be about the physical. It can't just be because I. If the only thought process is I, then you're not ready to be with nobody, body. Right? So if you're not prepared to be a servant, because that's what relationships are, that's what partnership is having the heart of a servant. It's having the heart to come alongside, and we are in alignment, going in the same direction, and my excitement and my joy comes from, how do I ease the burden off your plate? And if you're the partner coming in, how do they ease the burden off of your plate? If immediately out the gate is already an I mentality, then you're not ready to be in a relationship. And we have to be careful to listen to what people have to say, listen to what people are saying, and pay attention to the motives of their actions, because they'll do what is necessary to get you to a point of vulnerability and then start picking apart to build up you into the version in their head that is ever evolving. Because if they aren't content with who they are, and if they're threatened by the fact that you are confident in who you are, then their intentions will be to tear you down, because they are not comfortable with themselves. Your comfortability makes them uncomfortable, and then you become an enemy, as opposed to appreciating you for the person you are and not trying to then pick you apart to make you into somebody else. Now, don't confuse that with wanting growth. Two very different things, right? If I want the best for you, then obviously we're gonna grow. But if I can't appreciate you for who you are, where you are right now, and my only intention is to tear you apart or to pick you apart because this, that, and the third doesn't fit into this convoluted thing that I have in my head, because I don't know what the hell I really want, but you're not fully it, so I'm just gonna pick you apart till you become it. That's not it. So stay safe out in these dating streets. It's crazy. But also be so secure in yourself that you don't fall into anybody else's well. I love you. Bye.